Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the portfolio. Welcome back to the channel. Great to have everyone back. I do apologize this past week. I had no uploads on the channel. I was traveling on vacation. It made it very difficult to put out any videos, but definitely want to dive back into the portfolio. And unfortunately, I returned with a couple pieces of bad news. First, as you can see here up on screen, the portfolio is down almost $40,000, $806,115 currently. Some of the larger holdings in the portfolio definitely trended down quite considerably. And for the first time this year, week 46 of 2021, the options contracts were in the negative this week. As you can see up on screen here, these are all of the trades for this week ending 11/19. You can see a negative 1,759. And unfortunately, you can see a couple big numbers in the red there. CGC Canopy Growth, a put buy, negative 2840, and then Robinhood, a put buy for $33.50, negative $3,950. Both of those I had to roll forward, which we'll talk about in today's video. But some very bad trades with CGC and Robinhood. Definitely was trying to squeeze out some premium this week in the portfolio, and that was a big mistake. I knew I should have stayed clear of CGC and Robinhood. They have not been performing strongly over the past few weeks, few months of trading, but decided to double down on both of those stocks and pay the price this week. Again, week 46, 2021, negative 1,759. And as you can see here, the portfolio also down $40,000 over the past 1 month of trading. Fortunately, it is still in the green, but a lot of these contracts definitely trended down quite considerably. And I'll put up the contracts for next week. You can see I did roll these forward. CGC 1350 put sell, and then a Robinhood 3350 put sell as well, which we'll talk about in the video. Let's go through all of the trades again this week. Down negative 1,759. If I do take those put buys out, you can see actually I was doing fairly well this week. $5,031 in the portfolio. But again, I had to roll those other stocks forward. I did not want to jump into those stocks. And I do hope they rebound this next week. Otherwise, it'll be a very bad week this next week for the options trades as well. Let's go down to the options list here. Again, let's put all of those trades up on the board here, and we'll just kind of go through these. And I'll also highlight those rolls I had to do with the put sells on CGC and Robinhood. But first of all, let's take a look at Boeing. This is one of the larger holdings in the portfolio. As you can see in the middle of the screen here, I have $257,000 worth of Boeing. You can see 1,200 shares as well. So one of the largest holdings in the portfolio behind Ford Motor Company. And you can see here the performance over the past 1 week of trading down 5.72%. So that's definitely accounting for a lot of the losses in the portfolio. If we go to the history on the bottom of the screen here, you can see I did have a BA 250 call sell, which expired this week. And for that, I got $300 of premium into the portfolio. So that is the first trade with Boeing BA. Next few trades are with Tesla TSLA. Did quite a few trades with Tesla. As you can see here, the weekly performance, very strong, up 12.02% over the past 1 week of trading. Like I did last week, I sold off puts and then bought those back and then sold off for this next week. So let's go all the way to the bottom of the screen here. The first trade, and I'll highlight these in the portfolio as we talk about them. Tesla 930 put sell, 1119. $2,000 was credited to the account. And then as well, I had a Tesla 875 put sell for $1,060 that was accredited to the account. And then I went ahead and bought those both back here. The 930 put buy, negative $66, and the 875 put buy, negative $38. And then for next week, we went ahead and sold off a contract, 985 put sell for $3,000, and then bought that back for a $300 gain, negative $2,700 on the account. And then next week, I'll try to put in some more put sells as well for Tesla. That has definitely been one of the better performing options contracts in the portfolio. So those are all the trades with Tesla. Let's go ahead and do CRISPR next. There was another call sell in the portfolio. Not substantial with CRISPR. It's been pulling back quite considerably as well over the past few weeks of trading. In the middle of the screen, you can see the CRISPR trade, $96 call sell, $11.19, $75 was credited to the account. Now let's go back to the two stocks that definitely hurt the portfolio this week. First, CGC Canopy Growth. You can see here 1 week of trading down 21.22%. I did think it was going to hit a nadir. I thought it was going to start trending back up. Unfortunately, it continued to trend down the entire week. A very bad decision to jump into a put sell with CGC Canopy Growth. Let's go down and highlight exactly what I did with rolling this forward. So on the bottom of the screen here, you can see the trade that I did this week. The 1350 put sell 1119. For that trade, I had a credit of $440 credited to the account. But unfortunately, I had to buy that back. And that is the contract here. 1350 put buy, negative 2840. And then for next week, I sold it off again for $2,760. So definitely lost a few dollars on that trade overall. If you consider the initial put buy, put sell, I'm still in the green. So 440 plus 2760 minus 2840, still in the positive, but essentially erased an entire week's of gains. So let's go to some of the orders to show you guys exactly how I went ahead and rolled this forward. So Canopy Growth, if you go to the trade button, trade options, let's go to November 26th. This is for next week. If we scroll up here, you can see in the middle of the screen, I have a negative 20 by the 1350 put here. So I've sold off contracts for next week. So if I wanted to roll forward, what I'd essentially have to do is go to the buy button, and I'm going to have to buy these contracts back. So go to the buy button. Again, go back to the same category, the 1350 put sell. I'll have to buy those back at 149. So let's make it easy. Let's just consider this to be -1 here. So I'd have to buy for $1.49 per share. So $149 for the entire contract. Then I would go forward 1 week, go to the sell button, and for that exact same strike price, $13.50, you can see it's $1.70. So I'm going up on the price. So I'm making a positive trade, and now it's putting this off for 1 more week. So hopefully this stock will get above $13.50, and I will not have to buy the stock. Alternatively, what you can do is start lowering the price of the put buy as well. Maybe going down to $13, losing a few dollars in that trade. But again, trying to get out of that trade, hoping the price of the stock does get above that $13 put or the $13.50 put on that prior example. So I had to do that with CGC here, and then also with Robinhood. Let's go to that stock next to end the portfolio here. You can see the past week of trading. Again, I thought it was going to rebound at some point during the week, but it continued to drop down to $30. Going down to the history, again, a number of trades had to be done on the portfolio, rolling this forward. So on the bottom here, you can see the 33.50 put sell, 11.19, $450 was credited to the account, but I had to buy that back at a considerable loss, negative 39.50, and then for next week, rolled it forward, sold off again for 42.50. So overall, I'm in the positive with the trade, but the stock definitely has to rebound next week in order to make this a successful trade for next week. So these are all of the trades for this next week. I'll put those back up on screen. Negative 1,769. Again, I had to roll forward CGC and Robinhood. Negative 2840 for CGC and negative 3950 for Robinhood. If we take those trades out, it would have been a very successful week. $5,031 in the positive. And then for next week, rolling forward, you can see I do have a very strong week, $7,310. But at the current price of CGC and Robinhood, it's negative 6,100. So I'm only up about 1,300. 1,200, 1,300 next week. I do hope those do rebound, and then I can make a successful week next week of trading, get back into the positive, hopefully, with the options trades. So those are all the trades for this week. Just wanted to quickly go through that. With that, I'll end the video. Again, if you guys enjoy the video series, if you guys enjoy the YouTube videos here, let me know. If there's any particular video idea you want seen posted on the channel, let me know in the comment threads down below. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe again if you do enjoy the content on the video series. And until the next video, we'll see you then.